and good evening. Welcome to Lanka Business Awards. I'm your host, Taraka Gurukanda, followed by my colleague,
Mona Fernando. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Once again, let's revolutionize this night. Let's recreate our memories and let's make a name for Sri Lanka. Ladies and gentlemen, Lanka Business Awards is not just another night. It's rather the only night that you will remember throughout history. Before we dive down into this wonderful evening, let me tell you a bit about Lanka Business Awards. Lanka Business Awards is a part and parcel of Business World International Organization, an organization that focuses on small and medium enterprises, an organization that appreciates the backbone of Sri Lanka, which is small and medium enterprises.
Yes, Tarka, as you said, the backbone of our economy is the micro, small, and medium entrepreneurs and all these enterprises. So today, as the Lanka Business Awards LBA, we make sure not to forget and always to appreciate the excellence and the achievement of our entrepreneurs and this entrepreneurship. So every year, throughout careful research and evaluation, the LBA selects top MSMEs around Sri Lanka based on quality management, services, and products. So this award is not just about recognition. It's about knowledge, exposure, and networking. Taraka, අපි හරියටම කියනවා නම් ශ්‍රී ලාංකීය ආර්ථිකය තුළ ශ්‍රී ලාංකීය ආර්ථිකය ගොඩනං වන්නට තියෙන හොඳම තැන තමයි අපේ මේ තියෙන ව්‍යවසායකත්වය නිසාම තමයි ලංකා බිස්නස් අවෝඩ්ස් අපි අද මේ සන්ධ්‍යාව ඔවුන් වෙනුවෙන් වෙන් කරන්නේ.
As Meona said, the future is yours. As a part of the Sri Lankan ecosystem, I believe this evening is even more spectacular with our chief guest, our guest of honor, and our special guest. On behalf of Lanka Business Awards, I believe as part and parcel is to welcome our chief guest, His Excellency Maithripala Sirisena, the former President of Sri Lanka from 2015 to 2019. Our guest of honor.
Our guest of honor, Honorable Karu Jayasuriya, former Speaker of the Parliament of Sri Lanka.
Guest of honor, Dr. Rohan Pallevatta, the Managing Director and CEO of Lanka Harness Co. Private Limited.
Mr. Channa Gunawardana, Chairman, Litro Gas Lanka Limited and Litro Gas Terminal Lanka Limited.
Dr. Anton James, the founder and director of the Treehouse International, Sri Lanka.
Dr. Ajay Jayasilan, family physician, counselor, lecturer, mentor, international certified trainer, visionary entrepreneur, motivational speaker.
Our special guest, Mr. Rajkumar Kanigasingham, the President of Fintech Association of Sri Lanka, FASL.
And our special guest, M. Sentilanathan, Chief Executive Officer, Express Newspapers, Ceylon Private Limited.
With all these individuals present tonight, the only question on our mind is, what more can Lanka Business Awards offer each and every one of you? The recognition that we provide as an organization is not just for your business, but rather the risk that you have taken in your lives to empower our nation by bringing opportunity, value, as well as an entire ecosystem for Sri Lanka. Meona, did you know that in Sri Lanka, small medium enterprises cover 75% of the economy and also 52% of the GDP? But the best part is, when we talk about employment, it covers 45% of the workforce. Now, if we question ourselves, the large-scale organizations do serve brands. They have large reputations as well. They're known all around the world. But I believe the small and medium enterprises create a substantial difference in our nation.
Exactly, Taraka. And also, we have a lot to talk about this evening and our entrepreneurship as a whole. But I think before that, to start off our evening, To begin this prestigious evening on a cultural note, we now present a traditional dance performance by the talented artists from Sanchana Shashi Dance Foundation. Please welcome. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now request you all to please rise for our national anthem.
Sri Lanka Mata, Apa Sri Lanka, Namo Namo සුරැඳි අති සැප සිරි සිත සදනා ජීවනයේ නාදා නිවිහන් වෙන අතවත් කීකුඩා නමෝ අප ශ්‍රී ලංකා
Thank you, everyone.
Traditions is a part of Sri Lanka. What makes us Sri Lankans is our tradition, our culture, and the values that we carry as Sri Lankans. Before starting any auspicious, special evening, as Sri Lankans, we start by lighting the oil lamp. To start this wonderful evening, I would like to invite our chief guest, His Excellency Maithripala Sirisena, the former President of Sri Lanka from 2015 to 2019. Please join us to initiate the oil lamp.
Honorable Karu Jayasuriya, former Speaker of the Parliament of Sri Lanka.
Dr. Rohan Palawatha, the Managing Director and CEO of Lanka Harness Co. Private Limited.
Dr. Anton James, the founder and director of the Treehouse International Sri Lanka.
Dr. Ajay Jayasilan, family physician, counselor, lecturer, and mentor.
Honorable Premanath C. Dolawatha,
The Sri Lankan politician, attorney at law, former member of parliament. I believe he's unable to attend this evening. However, our well-wishes are with him. His well-wishes are with us.
Rajkumar Kanagasingham, the President, FinTech Association of Sri Lanka. M. Sentilanathan, Chief Executive Officer, Express Newspapers Ceylon Private Limited.
Channa Gunawardena, Chairman of Litro Gas Lanka Private Limited and Litro Gas Terminal Lanka Limited.
Dr. Anthony Dexter Fernando, the Chairman, BWIO International Chapter.
Dr. Tarand Vijayanayaka, the Vice Chairman of BWIO International Chapter.
Dr. Emerita Vijayanayaka, International Director, BWIO International Chapter.
Mrs. Karthika Fernando, the Finance Director, Modern Group of Companies, Sri Lanka.
Mr. Madan Gomez, the Regional Director, Corporate Sector of BWIO Sri Lankan Chapter.
Mr. Rukmal Senanayaka, Model with Rookie Director and the National Director of Miss Grand Sri Lanka.
Dr. Sarajanta Piris, Chairman of Sri Lanka Human Rights.
Shall we all join together to light the traditional oil lamp?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. To set tone for this evening's celebration, may I now warmly invite Dr. Emerita Vijay Naika, International Director of BWIO. Dr. Emerita Vijay Naika is a lecturer, entrepreneur, humanitarian, philanthropist, conservationist, child counselor, and educator. Dedicating her life to implementing the education system, advancing with new technologies in Sri Lanka to revolutionize the traditional method of teaching and being inquisitive in learning young minds and their psychological behaviors.
She has been guiding and counseling thousands of children across the globe. Her distinctive and advanced business strategies have assisted several upcoming businesses to reach their milestones in the short run. She also plays an active role in promoting sustainable development goals of the United Nations 2030 Agenda. She also holds a couple of crucial roles around the world. For instance, the Deputy Regional Head for Sri Lanka for World Peace and Diplomacy Organization, Project Chairman of World Beauty Awards from USA, Director of Business World International Organization, Director of Sanasuma Maga, Way to Comfort, Director of Public Relations, Vishwam Campus Private Limited, the General Secretary of Lanka Achievers Foundation. She also inherits the first doctorate in Doctor of Humanity from the American National Business University, the second doctorate from Doctor of Letters, American University of Global Peace. But beyond all of these titles, I believe Dr. Amrita Vijayanayaka is a very humble individual that believes her vision of uniting the nation regardless of differences. Ladies and gentlemen, let's set the stage and applaud for our very own Dr. Amrita Vijayanayaka, the International Director of BWIO.
Thank you both of you for a lovely introduction. So before I begin my welcome address, I would like you all to excuse my voice today. I'm a little under the climate. So good evening, distinguished guests, entrepreneurs, MSME leaders, young innovators, and friends of Sri Lanka's business community. It gives me great pride to welcome our chief guest, His Excellency Maithripala Sirisena, former President of Sri Lanka from 2015 to 2019. And also the guest of honor, Honorable Karu Jayasuriya, former Speaker of the Parliament of Sri Lanka, and all the other guests of honor. I would also like to extend my warm welcome to the special guest, media partners, and all of you to the Lanka Business Awards, proudly organized by the Business World International Organization. Tonight, we honor not just winners, but those who commit day after day to delivering quality, creativity, and integrity in everything they do. The Lanka Business Awards in Sri Lanka's first and largest privately organized MSME recognition program endorsed by BWIO USA. It is built for MSMEs and young entrepreneurs who refuse to settle for average, who strive instead to create world-class products, offer superior services, and manage their businesses with standards that inspire the entire industry. This evening, we put a spotlight on the best in Sri Lanka's business community, those who stood out through a rigorous process of screening, document verification, and evaluations. We recognize excellence in customer service, innovation, leadership, sustainability, and social responsibility. Qualities that strengthen not only your companies, but also the nation's progress. Each nominee and winner here tonight represent the very spirit of Sri Lankan enterprise, resilient, quality-driven, and forward-looking. You prove that MSMEs are not only the backbone of our economy, they are the true drivers of innovation and the champions of global competitiveness. The journey to this stage has not been easy. It demanded courage, the courage to invest in quality management, to undergo independent evaluations, and to uphold ethical practices. It demanded vision to see opportunities where others see obstacles, to embrace change and to continuously improve. As you receive your recognition tonight, remember this: an award is not just a milestone. It is a springboard. It opens doors to new markets, new partnerships, and greater credibility. But it also comes with responsibility. The responsibility to keep setting higher standards, to mentor the next generation, and to ensure that your growth also strengthens your communities. On behalf of the Business World International Organization and all those who made the Lanka Business Awards possible, From our audit partners to our selection committees, I thank you for your commitment. May this evening remind you of your potential, renew your ambition, and inspire to reach even greater heights. Together, let's raise Sri Lanka's business sector to global benchmarks and let tonight be the beginning of a new era of excellence. Thank you and welcome to the Lanka Business Awards. Have a great evening. God bless you all. Ayubowan. Thank you.
Tarka, I think you have a very inspiring story to share with us, isn't it?
So I was diving down and thinking, what can I say in front of the mic? I was starstruck for a moment since I've seen most of my celebrity business individuals on this today's platform. I was thinking of different speeches of what I could inspire. And only one thing struck my mind. In 1903, the automobile industry was revolutionized. This name that I'm about to utter created a remarkable difference in the world of automobile. In 1903, a man and a woman stood in their garage beating metal every night. The clunking sounds of this metal echoed on the roads of USA. Many of them told these two individuals were crazy. Next to this individual who was beating metal was only his wife, Clara Jane. Though this metal sound started clunking in 1903, their first commercialized, or let's say affordable, automobile was released in 1908. I believe this individual is someone many of you might have heard about. Ladies and gentlemen, the visionary was Henry Ford. From a small medium enterprise to a large-scale organization, Henry Ford became a household brand throughout the world. Why am I saying this? Or what is this importance of the automobile industry? Ladies and gentlemen, to believe in small medium enterprises, it takes a vision, but it takes an even more greater attitude, and in normal language we would say the guts to do and to take risk into the world of micro and small categories.
Exactly, Taraka. So now, in this evening, we have come to a most awaited event because the celebration of excellence through the company-nominated awards in the micro and small businesses categories. So these awards recognize outstanding organizations that have excelled in innovation, as Tarka said, which is a very inspiring fact for all of us. So innovation, growth and service making a remarkable contribution to our economy as a whole. So may I now kindly invite our distinguished presentation party to the stage to present the awards. Taraka.
Let's start by inviting Honorable Karuja Surya, the former Speaker of the Parliament of Sri Lanka.
Mr. Channa Gunawardana, Chairman, Litrogas Lanka Limited and Litrogas Terminal Lanka Limited.
Dr. Anton James, the founder and director of the Treehouse International, Sri Lanka.
Mr. Rajkumar Kanagasingam, President of FinTech Association of Sri Lanka. M. Sentilanathan, Chief Executive Officer, Express Newspapers Ceylon Private Limited.
Dr. Anthony Dexter Fernando, the Chairman of BWIO International Chapter.
Dr. Emerita Vijanayaka, International Director, BWIO International Chapter. Onto the stage.
Education serves as the backbone of the nation. There's a saying in Chinese, feed a man with fish and he'll eat for a day, but teach a man to fish and he'll eat for a lifetime. Our first award goes to the title of Highly Student-Focused Educational Institute of the Year Micro category. High International Education Institute of Sri Lanka, the first recipient of this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, being active as the audience is the objective. Please applaud for the recipients of this evening.
So Tarka, the next award is actually important for ladies, I say, because we face many difficulties in this area. I mean, as a whole, as ladies, of course, as gents, for both the parties, right? Because we face many difficulties with our hair damages, hair falls and everything. So the best place to go to for all these issues of yours, the best natural hair solution center for ladies and gents of the year in the micro category goes to You Shine Hair Solutions Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of an applause.
Third recipient of the micro and small categories is someone from the innovation industry. In Sri Lanka, transportation plays a vital role. And I believe this title goes to the most deserving organization, Disruptor of the Year, Digital Transformation, or let's say Transportation Platform in the micro category goes to Oxhorn Private Limited.
Tarka, there are many foreign employment agencies around the country, and but there are only few of the foreign employment agencies that we can trust. So this award should goes to the most trusted foreign employment agency of the year. So the next award goes to the most trusted foreign employment agency of the year in the micro category, AR Travels.
Before we dive down into the next awards, I believe the importance of being an audience is to applaud for those recipients on this platform. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Lanka Business Awards. My sincere gratitude goes out to whoever applauds for the recipients on this platform. The next title goes out to a spectacular organization in the fashion industry or the textile industry for the title Fastest Growing Textile of the Year in the micro category, Shalwar Brides.
The next award goes to the fastest growing detergent brand of the year in the micro category, Super King Private Limited.
You know, Sri Lanka is famous for tea. But did many of you know, Meuna, Sri Lankan exports focus on tea. But until the 19th century, coffee was the main venture in Sri Lanka. Well, until the Chinese tea plant came to Sri Lanka. With that in mind, the next title, Most Preferred Caroma Elite Specialty Coffee Shop of the Year under the micro category goes out to Caroma Elite's Specialty Coffee Private Limited.
Financing corporations or maybe investment and investing companies have gained a prominent place in our economy nowadays, and we see the growth in the field as well. So the next award goes to the Emerging Finance and Investments Company of the Year in micro category, Ranara Investment Services Private Limited.
Vehicles play an important role in Sri Lanka. Many of us even get tired of it in traffic. But let's not focus about traffic or much about the vehicle aspect, but rather about rentals. The next title, Emerging Rent-A-Car Company of the Year, micro category, Elite Rent-A-Car Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, let's applaud for the recipients.
Taruka, we see many of the entrepreneurs, and also there are small business developers in the country now, and it has been a trend. But to grow up your own business, to grow up the small business, you have to have a goal, you have to have a dedication inside you towards the business. Even if it's a small business, you have to keep the goal, and to achieve the success throughout of it, you have to go for it. You have to work for it. You have the hard work, and the hard workship is all about this entrepreneurship. So the next award goes to the fastest growing small business of the year to Adult Traders Private Limited.
The next title. You know, when I was small, I used to play with Lego. Many of us play with small building blocks and pieces. That's a fun time activity, I would say. Which reminded me of the next individual. Through bits and pieces of engineering, this title goes out to the most deserving organization. Fastest growing electric power and control panel manufacturer of the year 2025 under the small category goes out to Omo Engineering Private Limited.
Taruka, we all know the coconut tree has been a vital source in our economy, because in export industry as well. So we have been calling this coconut tree in Kapruka in Sinhala for a reason.
Sri Lankan coconut is famous throughout the world as well, isn't it?
Exactly. Even more than in other countries, you know, the Sri Lankan coconut has gained the recognition out of every other country which provides coconut. So the next award goes to the most trusted brand of the year, organic coconut superfoods in small category goes to Coconut Miracle Private Limited.
Many of us, when we're young, we love to travel. But in Sri Lanka, I think it makes us Sri Lankan, which is why we love to travel all around the island. Even our parents go on worshipping tours to Anuradhapura, Polonnaru, and many places. With traveling in our minds, the next title goes out to Emerging Outbound Tour Operator of the Year, small category, SN Travels Private Limited. Now the next title is someone that I've known for a while. In fact, he's a very special individual, I would say. You know why? He's made the largest natural flower wall in Sri Lanka. And it's not an easy job. I mean, we talk about Picasso, we talk about, Leonardo da Vinci and different people in the industries. But this individual, I would say, is the Picasso of the flower industry. For the title Most Trusted Brand of the Year, Wedding Design, Flower Decorations, Small Category. Even though we say small, I believe he's a large player in the flower industry. Ladies and gentlemen, let's set the stage for Flower Mantra Private Limited.
The next award goes to the fastest growing manufacturing company of the year, Zinc Aluminium Roofing and Gutters in small category, Sri Lanka Engineering Private Limited.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's applaud for the recipients. I'm thinking of giving an award to whoever claps the best. What do you think?
Exactly, that's a good idea, Taraka. Well, I think it's because the evening has just started and we have a lot to come.
So let's see how our audience is energetic and how appreciative they are of the Sri Lankan small and medium enterprises. The next brand is something we've heard since our childhood. A brand that's small, yet I would say as a brand it's massive. The next title goes for the next leading brand of the year under the food and beverage category, or let's say small category, Jivaka Foods Private Limited.
Whenever you face a breakdown in your car, or maybe whenever it's in the garage for some repairs, the best place to go to rent out a car. Let me tell you. The next award goes to the most trusted rent-a-car service provider of the year in small category, SR Rent-a-Car Private Limited. Thank you very much, the presentation party, for joining with us to give away the company nominated awards. Thank you.
You know, from Lanka Business Awards, excluding awards, we have special mentorship programs, not traditional courses, but rather important messages or speeches from individuals that commit immensely to the development of our country as well as to businesses. The next individual or the next speech by Lanka Business Awards is from someone that I've personally known for a couple of years now. You know, ma'am, when I go on Facebook, I see his lectures on SIMA and on different things about business, all these business savvy talks.
Exactly.
Would you mind talking a bit about him?
Exactly. As of late 2024 and early 2025 this year, he holds multiple leadership positions in Sri Lankan corporations and is highly decorated business executive. So when we are talking about the current positions, he's the chairman of Litrogas Lanka and Litrogas Terminal Lanka, appointed to this role in October 2024, where he oversees the company's operations. Executive Director at Dankodua Porcelain PLC, he previously served as the Chief Executive Officer at the company, where he was recognized for his successful turnaround. He's a council member of SIMA, as Taraka said. He has held this position since June 2022. The management and leadership consultant at Nanasaka Consultants, he has worked in this capacity since 2007, which is a really long time. So, yes, Taraka.
I believe beyond all these titles, this individual serves immensely to the young community of Sri Lanka. But through changes of his schedule and through changes of our agenda, I think we had to make a slight modification on behalf of Lanka Business Awards. For the next segment, to appreciate the next individual, I would like to invite Dr. Anthony Dexter Fernando to join us on the stage to provide a small token of appreciation, followed by Dr. Tarun Vijayanayaka, the chairman of BWIO International Chapter, and Dr. Emerita Vijayanayaka, the international director of BWIO International Chapter. But who are we going to appreciate? Who is this individual? Ladies and gentlemen, let me put it into a simple term. He's an entrepreneur beyond entrepreneurs. He's a legacy and a visionary. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together and invite the chairman of Litrogas Lanka Private Limited and Litrogas Terminals Lanka Private Limited, Channa Gunawardana. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the chairman of Litrogas Lanka Private Limited, Mr. Channa Gunawardana. You know, all this business talk is making me a bit tired.
Exactly, Taraka. So I think it's the best time to some entertainment by the Sanchana Sashi Dance Foundation, if I'm correct, Taraka.
Yes.
Let us please welcome them onto the stage.
Let's enjoy.
දුකකට මේකයි මට දුන්නේ හිතේ දුකක් නෑ තාම දැනෙන්නේ සත්තයි පපුවෙන්මයි මේ කියන්නේ බලලයක් එන කන්වැහි කන්නේ වාරකනේදී පැල්පිලි කන්නේ නෙවෙල සුළුවෙන් පිරිමහගන්නේ එහෙමත් දාගයි මුකුත්ම නැත්තේ හොයා 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 දීවරියේ නුඹ දුකමයි වින්දේ එනමුත් මා ළඟ නෑ ඉකිබින්දේ නුඹව රකින්නයි මේ වද වින්දේ ඒ හින්දම නෑ මට වරදින්නේ හොයා 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 හොයා
Thank you, Sanjana Shashi Dance Foundation.
You know, I remember my parents talking about how the entire village used to get together and go to one house around 6 in the evening just to watch the television. I think the first channel, if I'm not mistaken, was Rupavahini. Or many of my parents used to say Rupavahini was trending those days. The TV created a foundation in Sri Lanka that brought families together, and which is why media and TV plays an important part in Sri Lanka, I believe.
Exactly, Taraka. And also, as you said, අපේ කාලේ ටීවී තිබ්බේ කොහොමද අර එහෙමනේ පටන් ගන්න කතාව නේද? ඉතින් ඒ විදිහටම දැන් වෙනකොට මොනතරම් අපේ රට දියුණු වෙලාද ලෝකයේත් එක්ක අපි කොයි විදිහට ඉදිරියට යනවාද කියන එක පේන හොඳම මාධ්‍යයක් තමයි ටෙලිවිෂනය සහ අපේ මේ මාධ්‍ය භාවිතය. ඒ නිසාම තමයි මේ වෙනකොට අපි මේ සන්ධ්‍යාවේ TV සහ මීඩියා වලට ඒ විශේෂ තැන ඒ විදිහටම දෙන්න හිතුවේ. Because if not, it would be a biggest failure in this evening, because we have to recognize the excellence and the achievement of TV and media industry.
To start off the next segment for the category TV Media Organization Awards under the jury category, I would like to invite our chief guest of the evening.
His Excellency Maithripala Sirisena, former President of Sri Lanka, 2015 to 2019.
Honorable Korujai Surya, the former Speaker of the Parliament of Sri Lanka.
Dr. Rohan Pallavatta, the Managing Director, CEO of Lanka Harness Company Private Limited.
On behalf of Lanka Business Awards, Dr. Anthony Dexter Fernando, the Chairman of BWIO International Chapter.
Dr. Tharindu Vijayanayaka, Vice Chairman of BWIO International Chapter.
Dr. Emerita Vijayanayaka, the International Director of BWIO International Chapter. Please join us on the stage for the next proceedings.
So, Taraka, as to give away this TV Media Organization Awards by jury, this goes up to a certain era, if I'm correct. Because if you can remember, during those days, we used to sit in front of the television, the TV, and we used to watch this without skipping it at any point. So up to now, even now, it has been telecasting throughout these times, throughout the past years. It's been generations to generations up to now, right? So yeah.
I think many of us were able to witness different type of wonders of the world. And which channel was it on?
It was on ITN.
ITN.
Yes, Independent Television Network, Taraka.
Correct.
So
For the
when,
title,
when we are giving all these hints, they can obviously identify what is this program and what is this award, it's in.
correct. For the long-running and most popular magazine-style television show on the Independent Television Network, ITN, goes out to Atapattama.
Okay, so the next award goes to.
Could we get a representative from ITN for Atapattama? Anyone from the Independent Television Network can join us.
Taraka, if there's a. So this award goes to long running and popular magazine style television program, right? So we have to remind them. මීට වඩා long running program එකක් තියෙනවා නම් කියන්න අටපට්ටමට හොඳේ.
I think Atapattama has served an important role throughout our childhood, isn't it?
Exactly.
Many of us remember just sitting in front of the television and watching this show. Ladies and gentlemen, can we applaud for this wonderful show?
The next award goes to the same channel, ITN Independent Television Network. For what? What is this award, Tarak? You have to talk about this because you are that old.
So the reality of television, or let's say the dawn of television, a spectacular thing happened. Nowadays we go and drink coffee at shops. But back in the day, we used to say Kopi Kade, an important name that was as important as Atapattama. Ladies and gentlemen, for the title long-running comedy drama television series in Sri Lanka under the Independent Television Network goes out to Kopi Kade.
Tarka, there are plenty of TV channels nowadays and we enjoy every channel in the same level. But what is the most popular TV channel of the year? Any guesses, Taraka?
I think there's a famous quote also for them, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. So the next award goes to the most popular TV channel of the year. It's none other than Sialla Tihalin, Hero TV.
the next title also is equally important. I believe, traditionally Kopikade had the gossip, but the next title was for accurate, detailed, precise information. The next title, most popular news provider of the year, goes out to Hero TV, Hero News.
When there is a most popular TV channel, when there is a most popular news provider of the year, there should be a most popular TV presenter of the years as well, if I'm correct, right?
Correct.
Yes. So the next award goes to, actually we are talking about this specific personality these days, especially
I think
because
it's
of-
difficult to avoid him, isn't
Exactly,
it? He's
exactly.
always trending.
when it comes to this industry, it's actually difficult to avoid him. So yes, the most popular TV presenter of the year goes to Hero TV, Mr. Chamudito Samaravikrama.
We all love birds, isn't it? We enjoy nature every now and then as well. But in Sri Lanka, it's a trend for parents, for children, and the entire family to sit in front of the TV from 7 to 9. It's one of the most famous time segments in Sri Lanka, where we make memories and families become actual families. The next title goes out to a spectacular teledrama producer, I would say. The most popular teledrama producer of the year. The title from Hero TV goes out to Mr. Chamara Samaravikrama, Patakurullo teledrama.
I wish we could play the theme song of the teledrama. Kauru kohoma kiwat mona pauru aladu bandat instead of the music.
I think that's also quite popular, isn't it?
Yes. Okay. So the most viewed news YouTube page of the year, we have to talk about this because more than engaging with the television these days, we are engaging with the YouTube and other platforms on social media. So this award goes to the most popular the most viewed news YouTube page of the year goes to. That's also Sialata Ihalin Hero TV, Hero News YouTube page. When it comes to providing news as a news provider, as a channel, every channel is unbiased, but the next award goes to the unbiased news program of the year. This award goes to Theatre TV for television Televakia.
Lifestyle programs are quite popular these days. From
Exactly.
young children to elderly, everyone watches it or reads it. The next title goes out to a trending YouTube, or let's say on every platform it's there, isn't it? I believe everyone runs through it every now and then. For the title, a luxury and lifestyle focused channel in Sri Lanka goes out to Hi TV.
It's not an easy task to get the most popular television drama of the year. There are plenty of dramas. Which we always get together and watch as a family in front of our TV, television. So to get the most popular television drama of the year is not an easy task.
That's true.
එනිසා කවුරු කොහොම කිව්වත් වෙන්න තියෙන දේ වෙනවා කියන එක පේනවා මේකෙන්. This award goes to the most popular television drama of the year for Patakurulo teledrama for Hero TV.
Among Gen Z, what's the most common platform?
In social media,
Yeah.
Facebook, TikTok.
TikTok, indeed. All of us have Facebook as well as TikTok. In Sri Lanka, for the title Most Viewed TikTok Page of the Year goes out to none other than Hero TV.
When we are talking about TV Media Organization Awards, we cannot forget about the radio because it plays a vital role, a prominent role in our media industry as well. So, the next award for the most popular radio channel of the year goes to Hero FM.
when you think about FMs, when you think about the 80s music, the 90s music, I think there's only one channel that comes into our mind, isn't it?
Yes, very nostalgic.
I mean, diving down memory lane, this channel serves us every time with wonderful 80s, 90s, the classics. We always say, old is gold, isn't it?
Yes, all this gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the title, Most Popular English Radio Channel of the Year goes out to Gold FM.
However, even though there are plenty of TV channels, radio stations, and altogether as a media industry, there is a most popular upcoming television channel of the year. Any guesses?
I think when you say super,
Superb, yeah. It
it's
should be
something,
superb.
isn't it? Go on.
Exactly. So the most popular upcoming television channel of the year goes to Supreme TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's applaud for the media backbone of Sri Lanka, all channels that create memories for our nation. Could we have a recipient of Supreme TV join us to collect the award?
Any representative from Supreme TV, please?
Ladies and gentlemen, media has served an important role in Sri Lanka. But you know what I love about ants? They work together to build a nice anthill.
Exactly.
Just like the next segment, the individual awards of Lanka Business Awards. It's also a spectacular thing to appreciate individuals who take risks. Everyone on this platform has taken immense risks in their life to be here. The next one, or let's say the next segment, individual awards. The first individual who we are going to appreciate from Lanka Business Awards is on the stage itself. Ladies and gentlemen, he's been trending in Sri Lanka for a while. Many of us would see him as an iconic figure in the automobile industry, in different industries in Sri Lanka. We're proud to speak of him. In fact, at one point of time, I looked up to him as a mentor in Sri Lanka. Ladies and gentlemen, for the title Pride of Sri Lanka goes out to the Managing Director and CEO of Lanka Harness Co. Private Limited, Dr. Rohan Palavatta. Was something that was importantly different in Sri Lanka. When the name came up, the story that I've heard at least, what were you going to name it? They said from this corner to that corner, all the products will be from my company. But the next title goes out not just for the company but for the individual as well. For the title Philanthropist of the Year goes out to the Chairman and CEO of East West Group of Companies Sri Lanka, Nahil Vijay Surya. Mr. Nayal isn't with us this evening, but he might arrive shortly. Let's move to the next segment or the next award.
The next individual award goes to the Business Leader of the Year, Miss Sharmila Shashi Khandambi, the GM and CEO of National Savings Bank.
I believe she's not with us as well this evening. When we think about cricket, I think one name comes into our mind, isn't it?
Exactly.
From historically remarking Sri Lanka in the cricket industry or sports.
Especially in the 90s.
Exactly. I mean, this name was something that we grew up with. I personally grew up with this name in my mind. Ladies and gentlemen, for the title Humanitarian of the Year goes out to Roshan Mahanama, the founder of Roshan Mahanama Trust.
If we are giving an award for the most number of books by an individual, according to your perspective, how many books can an individual write?
I mean, let's
Any
say
guesses?
2 or 3, 4, 5, 10
Yeah, most probably like 10
maximum.
maximum. Okay, so the next award, the most number of books by an individual. She has written 65 books and 26,000 pages. The PhD holder, PDF, Senior Research Scientist, Chairman of Center of Peace Studies in Sri Lanka, Professor Dr. Ria Sulema Lebbe. Taraka writing 65 books is it's actually impossible, right? Don't you think
That's a
so?
lot. That's actually a lot, isn't it?
For a lazy person like you will never be able to
No,
write
I'm not
65 books.
I'm not even going to read.
26,000 pages.
Not going to happen. But yes, an astonishing individual.
Yes, Professor Dr. Riyaz Sulaiman Lebbe. Thank you.
Now the next title. The truth is something that we always aspire to listen or to hear. But the truth is something that we almost never get to hear. We're sugar-coated with lies. But this individual has always been truthful, not only to himself, but to Sri Lanka itself. For the title, Most Popular YouTuber of the Year goes out to Shamudita Samaravikrama. Truth with Shamudita.
Aruka, we often listen to music, we have different tastes in music, so we all are like, very bound by this music and songs and music creativities at all, right?
Music makes us complete, doesn't it?
Exactly. It gives the color to life, if I'm correct. Whenever, whichever the mood we are in, it colors up our mood.
That's true.
So, the most outstanding achievements in music award goes to founder and music director of Soul Sounds, Soundary David Rodrigo.
Ladies and gentlemen, shall we have a big round of applause for this individual?
Do you know who the next person is?
A very, very well-known person to us.
That's true. Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about the beauty pageant industry, it's something that we cannot avoid in 2025. Every weekend, he's on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. He's just all over the place, I believe. Ladies and gentlemen, from a very humble beginning in 2012 until 2025, this individual has recreated the world of pageantry. He has brought the name of pageantry to Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is known for pageantry because of this individual. Ladies and gentlemen, the godfather of the pageant industry, or let's say the only individual that remarkably changes the pageant industry, for the title Most Outstanding Achievements in Fashion and Modeling Industry, goes out to Rukmal Senanayaka.
It's like a similar noun to pageants. Whenever we call out, whenever we talk about a pageant, Rukmal's name is always there.
That's true, and I think his costume, the phoenix,
Exactly.
that's something we all saw on Facebook. Every year, you
and
know.
it's so unique to him, the style, everything.
That's true. I think he even remarked on haute couture, or let's say high fashion in Sri Lanka. Who's next in line?
Yes, so the next individual award goes to the Social Worker of the Year. The Social Worker of the Year, Chairman of Lanka Human Rights Organization, Dr. Sarah Jayanta Pires.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Sarah Jayanta Pires. Dr. Sarah is actually a special individual. I've known him for like 10 to 12 years now. He stood up for human rights. You know, when you talk about the Magna Carta or the first statement of human rights, which is Cyrus's cylinder. All of this brings us to 2025, where human rights is important more than ever before.
Exactly. And there are individuals who are not speaking up on themselves, like who are not standing up for themselves. So for people who are very reluctant to stand up for their rights, this Lanka Human Rights Organization has helped out a lot throughout the history, and Dr. Sarah Jayanta Pires is a huge part of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that, I believe we've come to this end of this wonderful segment, isn't it?
Yes. So
My sincere appreciation goes out to the
Yes,
presenting
but-
party, but before we end it, I think there's another award, isn't
yes,
it?
Taraka, because we forgot, we missed the last award, the Popular Upcoming Television Channel of the Year award. So the Popular Upcoming Television Channel of the Year goes to Supreme TV. We know there are plenty of TV channels, radio stations in Sri Lanka, but to be the popular upcoming television channel is not an easy task. වසරේ ජනප්‍රියතම නැගී යන TV channel එක කියන්නේ තාරක අපි හිතන තරම් ලේසි දෙයක් නෙවෙයි. තව කොච්චර තරගකාරීත්වයක් තියෙනවාද අපේ ශාස්ත්‍රය තුලම නේද?
That's true, that's very true.
Right. Thank you very much, the presentation party, for giving away the TV Media Organization Awards. Thank you.
What do we
Tarak-
have next?
Yes, that's what, because it was a bit tiring for all of us. So I think we should add a more color, more entertainment to this
Something
evening.
to change the atmosphere, isn't it?
Something changing, and also I think it's better if we go up with some Indian touch in this evening. Don't you think so?
That's true.
Yes, so let us please welcome Sanchana Shashi Dance Foundation for an entertainment.
तुमने मोहब्बत करनी है हमने मोहब्बत की है इस दिल के अलावा किसी से भी ना हमने इजाजत ली है हुनर है ये भी इश्क का किसी किसी को आता है जान लुटा के दुश्मन की हमने हिफाजत की है बात करते हैं हजारों तजुर्बा हमें यारों बात करते हैं हजारों है तजुर्बा हमें यारों ऐसी है बात लूं मुझ पे वो झूमे जो पठान मेरी जान महफिल ही लुट जाए दे जो जुबान मेरी जान उस पे मर मिट जाए
attention, I think it's important to get back onto track as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the next speech is by an individual who has changed lives. What do I mean by this? It's not easy to influence a person's life. It's even more difficult to make a substantial change. This individual is a family physician, a psychological counselor, a senior lecturer, an internationally certified trainer, a motivational speaker, and at Lanka Business Awards, the important part is he's a risk taker and an entrepreneur. He's a treating physician for the United Nations in Sri Lanka and a fellow of the College of General Practitioners of Sri Lanka. Ladies and gentlemen, let's set the stage for Dr. Ajay Jaisilan.
Aibowan, Wanakkam, Assalamu alaikum, and good evening to all of you. Chief guest tonight, sir, Honorable His Excellency Maitri Sirisena, and also our guest of honor, Honorable Karu Jayasuriya, all the special guests, guests of honors, especially all the award winners. Congratulations to all of you, and all the special invitees, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I take this opportunity to thank Christy and the management of Lanka Business Awards actually for inviting me here, and also telling me to do a small, speech. And I won't take much of time because I know all of you all are waiting to take your awards. And also I asked Christy whether it is the right moment. But as a medical professional, I just want to, as entrepreneurs, I just want to give you a few tips of motivation. One of my favorite quotes by Mahatma Gandhi says, be the change that you want to see in the world. And I think all of you all here, especially all the awardees, have shown that. You all have been that change, and you are rightly awarded. So, in the corporate world, you go through so many issues. And just 2 to 3 minutes, I will take you through how physical and mental health impacts your personal life, your work-life balance, and your performance and productivity. 4 things very important. Number 1, work-life balance. This is lacking with all of us, including me. It's how you work and your life, personal life, you balance. Once a Coke CEO said, work-life balance is like 4 balls, right? Basically, 3 are made of glass, 1 is made of rubber. You drop all of them, what happens? The glass shatters, and that's your personal life, your family life, and all that. But the ball bounces back, which is work, right? So if you lose something, you can gain through work, but your personal life is shattered. So make sure that you don't take work to home and home to work. Number 1, work-life balance. I'm making it very short, right? This is through my experience. Number 2 is stress management. We talk about it day in and day out. Everybody says stress is a killer. Even as a doctor, I tell the patients like that. But there's another concept. Why can't you make stress work for you? How I came at sharp 6 here is because of stress. So don't think when there is stress, everybody says, that's it, life is gone. But make stress work for you. Because I was stressed today with a whole day of work, I came here at 6. If I was not stressed, I'll be still in traffic, right? So make stress work for you. The third thing, right, it's very short, but please go and, you can check on Google and all this stuff, because these are some things that I learned through my experience. Emotional intelligence. I think you open up your social media, every other post is on emotional media, emotional intelligence. And what is that? Right? Emotional intelligence is how you understand yourself first, before you understand or you give uh, rules to your team. You're a leader, right? You're managing a team, right? The mistake that a lot of us make is we don't understand ourselves and we give bigger things to a person who is less qualified and less experienced. How does it work? And expect that person to work. Understand yourself first and then make sure after that you give realistic goals to your team. And finally, right? There is something collectively all these things called mindfulness. I will end with this. Mindfulness is another good practice. What does that say? Right? This is all good for our business or corporate. Right? You live in the present moment and be non-judgmental. Right? You leave the past and learn from the past and basically not think too much about your future, but you live in the present moment. This makes life very easy. Right? I would want to leave with a quote from Winston Churchill, who first and always said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the will to go on." Thank you very much and congratulations to all of you all. God bless you all.
I think that quote is something I'm going to remember for a lifetime. What's next?
So the next segment is the company nominated awards for the medium and large category, Taraka.
Now, small and medium enterprises play a crucial role in Sri Lanka. But some might ask us, okay, you boast about small and medium enterprises. What about medium and large scale enterprises? Which is why Lanka Business Awards has this next segment in play, for which I would like to invite our chief guest, His Excellency Maithripala Sirisena, the former President of Sri Lanka from 2015 to 2019.
Dr. Rohan Pallavatta, the Managing Director and CEO of Lanka Harness Company Private Limited.
Followed by our speaker, or let's say Dr. Ajay Jayasilan, the family physician, counselor, lecturer, mentor, internationally certified trainer, visionary entrepreneur, and motivational speaker.
M. Sentilanathan, the Chief Executive Officer of Express Newspapers Ceylon Private Limited.
Followed by Dr. Anthony Dexter Fernando, the Chairman of BWIO International Chapter.
And Dr. Tharinda Wijayanayaka, Vice Chairman, BWIO International Chapter.
Would also like to have Mr. Rajkumar Kanagasingam, the President of FinTech Association of Sri Lanka, FASL, followed by a member of our own team, or let's say the International Director of BWIO International Chapter, Dr. Emerita Wijayanayaka. Please join us on the stage as we move to the next segment. The first title.
The first title, Taraka, we have to, actually give an award for this because it smells so good. Taraka, when we are talking about the fragrances brands in Sri Lanka, we cannot forget this brand. So, the most popular fragrance brand of the year goes to Fog for medium category. The company is Winnie Consumer Care Lanka Private Limited.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's applaud to Winnie Consumer Care Lanka Private Limited. second title is from the dairy industry. I believe my audience is expecting which organization in the dairy industry are we talking about. For the title, fastest growing dairy product brand of the year goes out to Pure Land under the medium category, or let's say Ceylon Dairyland Agro Private Limited.
The next award goes to the most preferred caterer of the year 2025 for the medium category. Any guesses?
No idea. Which one is it?
It's Ayuba Khan Caterers Private Limited.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause. The next title. I believe after catering or with food, IT is also an important part, isn't it? So for the title, or the next title that we have in line, Best IT Retail, Wholesale and Solution Provider of the Year, large category. Any guesses?
Some computers.
A brand that we all can always remember, Celex Computers Private Limited.
Emerging IT and BPO Service Provider of the Year under the large category goes to Talent Ford Private Limited.
Ladies and gentlemen, Talent Ford Private Limited. Incense sticks is very popular near temples and different areas actually. The next title goes out to an organization that has recreated incense sticks. For the title, Business of the Year, Incense Manufacturing, large category goes out to Thai Sumedha Enterprises Private Limited.
The largest business of the year 2025. This has gained net sales over 2,500 million, if I'm correct. So that's a lot. So for the construction, projects and engineering. So this largest business of the year goes to Haley's Fentons Limited.
The next part is the individual category. It's also the nominated awards, isn't it?
Yes, Taraka. So
Shall we dive into the first one?
yes, exactly. So under the individual nominated awards, the first award goes to the Ayurveda Innovative Young Entrepreneur of the Year, W. Buddhika S. Varahena for Gampola Ayurveda Private Limited.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's appreciate the recipients. Let's applaud and clap for their achievements.
The next award is the Outstanding Contribution to Healthcare, Public Safety and National Development. This goes to Dr. Balasubramaniam Sayandan. Dr. Balasubramaniam Sayandan. Please come onto the stage.
The third title is from Social Services. For the title Social Service Ambassador Award goes out to Tusita Alves. Title under the individual nominated awards for the title Influential Personality of the Year in Acupuncture Needle Supply goes out to Dr. I. Cyril Kantasiri Pereira, Kantilanka Sugar Care. Sorry, I think Surgicare.
Surgicare, yeah. The next award is the Most Admired Woman Icon in Business and Finance. This goes to Dr. S.S. Udani Rosa.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. S.S. Rudani Rosa. So, moving on to the sponsors,
Yes.
or let's say the recognition of key sponsors. This evening wouldn't have been possible without the support of Lanka Business Awards and the sponsors, isn't it?
Exactly, Taraka, because they are the backbone. They are behind of all these events, all these awards which have been given away. So throughout this evening, they are for this event as a whole for the Lanka Business Awards 2025. So we cannot forget these parties.
I believe they're the reason this platform and everything is available here, isn't it?
Yes.
So, on behalf of Lanka Business Awards and BWIO, recognition of key sponsors and partners, for the title Main Sponsor of the Evening goes out to Winnie Consumer Care Lanka Private Limited. Representative of Winnie Consumer Care, please come onto the stage.
So the next award for Diamond sponsor goes to Super King Private Limited.
Ladies and gentlemen, Super King Private Limited. And we give them the urgent partners as well, isn't it?
Super King Private Limited, please come onto the stage to receive the award.
The third category, or let's say the next diamond sponsor of Lanka Business Awards. The next diamond sponsor is Jivaka Foods Private Limited. Could we have a representative of Jivaka Foods join us on the stage?
The next award for gold sponsorship goes to Gampolo Ayurveda Private Limited.
I think as soon as we entered, we saw a nice flower wall, or let's say a arch outside,
Yes.
isn't it?
The floral decorations.
The decoration partner of this evening of Lanka Business Awards goes out to Flower Mantra Private Limited.
So even in Taraka, we have a mesmerizing lighting system and good music. So the next award for lighting and DJ partner award goes to Ultimate Event Solutions.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe with the special events and activities, our chief guest is currently. Shall we move on to the next sponsor?
Yes, the lighting and DJ partner Ultimate Event Solutions. Please come to the stage to get.
Could we have a representative of Ultimate Event Solutions onto the stage?
The videography and photography partner of the evening goes out to Creative Captures Photography. Could we have an individual from Creative Captures Photography?
Yes, they're here. Entertainment partner for the evening is Sanchana Shashi Dance Foundation.
The venue is an important part, and who's our hotel partner? I think we all know it, isn't it?
Yes, we are here. That's why we are here.
So the hotel partner of the evening goes out to Hilton Colombo Residencies.
The media partner for the evening is 360 Live Productions. Thank you very much, the presentation party, for joining with us to give away the awards and the recognition awards as well. Thank you. Yes, Tarika, so what's next?
Would you like to tell the audience?
Would you like to tell the audience? You go ahead with that.
All right, so next in line, we have a spectacular dance.
Yes, a spectacular dance by Sanchana Shashi Dance Foundation. Please come onto the stage. You're mostly welcome.
Si armó la rumba.
And with that, we've come to the last segment of this evening, which is appreciating those who stand with us with Lanka Business Awards. For this last segment of this evening, I would like to invite our chairman, Dr. Anthony Dexter Fernando of BWIO International Chapter, followed by our vice chairman, Dr. Tharanda Vijayanayaka, BWIO International Chapter, and our international director, Dr. Emerita Vijayanayaka, BWIO International Chapter. Could you join us on the stage?
The first token of appreciation goes to the chief guest, His Excellency Maithripala Sirisena, former President of Sri Lanka from 2015 to 2019. Please come onto the stage, sir. It's a great honor for you to join with us in this evening, despite the busy schedule.
Our second token of appreciation goes out to the serial entrepreneur of the evening, the Managing Director and CEO of Lanka Harness Co. Private Limited, Dr. Rohan Pallevatta. Please join us on the stage.
Dr. Anton James, the founder and director of the Tree House International Sri Lanka, please come onto the stage.
Our guest of honor, Dr. Ajay Jayasilan, the family physician, counselor, lecturer, mentor, internationally certified trainer, visionary entrepreneur, and motivational speaker. Thank you for joining us this evening. President of the FinTech Association of Sri Lanka, FASL, Mr. Raj Kumar Kanagasingam. Could we have Mr. Raj Kumar Kanagasingam onto the stage, please?
The next special guest in this evening, M. Sentilanathan, the Chief Executive Officer for Express Newspapers Ceylon Private Limited. Please come onto the stage. We are really honored to have you in this evening.
I think there's a famous saying, every good thing comes to an end.
Yes. So just like that, we have come to the end of this evening with Lanka Business Awards 2025.
I believe this evening was an evening with memories, with inspirations, and obviously with a lot of business things to discuss. Before we bid our goodbyes, on behalf of Lanka Business Awards, I would like to appreciate everyone who was committed to a greater cause of building a greater Sri Lanka. Before we move to the final segment, which is a dance by,
Yes, Taraka. So today in this evening, the entertainment was solely on Sanchana Shashi Dance Foundation. So our final act is also by Sanchana Shashi Dance Foundation. So you are
I
welcome to
think
the stage.
that's when we bid our goodbyes as well, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. This is
Ladies and
when
gentlemen, I was your host, Tarak Gurukanda, followed by my colleague.
Melna Fernando. He cannot remember my name throughout this evening, so no worries.
Thank you for being the wonderful audience. Take care. Good night. Let's network and seek for a better tomorrow.
Have a good night. Thank you.
ගම්පොළ ගැබරැඳී සදා පංචවල් කලසාරෙන් ගොඩනගා ආයුර්වේද සුවය දෙනවා ගම්පොළ ආයුර්වේදේ සෞඛ සම්පන්න දිවියට ඇල්ලා ගන්න අපේ දානය ගුණාත්මක නව ජීවනය
Experts in flower decorations and wedding designing. Flower Mantra by Buddhika Idamgetara.
Sumeda Enterprises Private Limited.
ඇමරිකාවේ BWIO ප්ලැටිනම් සම්මානයෙන් ලංකා සුමේදා පිදුම් ලබයි.
ආදුම්කූරු ආයතන අතර මුල් තැන තායි සුමේදා බව ජාත්‍යන්තරයක් පිළිගත් එක ගැන මට හරි සතුටුයි.
දේශීය ගොවියා සයිබල ගන්වන අපේ රටේ ජීවක පුස් වෙතින් ගෙනෙන රන්දෙරණේ පේස්ට් කලාව වස විස නැති පේස්ට් රසය ගොරක පේස්ට් චිලි පේස්ට් රසම් පේස්ට් සියඹලා පේස්ට් ඇතුළුව තවත් පේස්ට් වර්ග රැසක්ම දැන් ඔබට ළඟම වෙළඳ සැලෙන් ජීවක ෆුඩ්ස් මුළුතැන්ගේ රසය